Hey guys, what up? Ryuwolves here. And today, guys, I want to show you guys something I found out on old school RuneScape that I thought would be very, very useful for those of us that are considered Ironmans or Iron Women, and hardcore Ironman, and of course, Ultimate Ironman. Okay, guys, so right here, I have a spot that I found that's located in Hosidius. So if you pull up your achievement diary sections, or excuse me, your quest list or quest log, you'll notice that if you come over here, you'll see Corn Favor. If you click on Corn Favor, you'll see that there's an area called Hosidius. And if you view the tasks inside Hosidius, you can basically tell that you can start stealing from certain types of, you can steal from the fruit stall, and that's exactly what you want. If you have 15% unlocked, this is pretty much going to be a very, very good spot for hardcore or ultimate Ironman or just an Ironman in general in terms of getting a lot of run energy. So let me take a moment to explain exactly why this is a good idea to do this. For starters, Ironmen are limited to, we have access to banks, but we're not allowed to trade. Where if you are an ultimate Ironman, being that this account that I'm currently on is an ultimate Ironman, I don't have access to trading, I don't have access to banking. So it makes it a lot harder for me as a player to get around and stuff. So I'm limited to just what I have. So what I found about this spot is that in Hosidius, so if you come to this location within Hosidius of Corund, so again, it's inside the kingdom of the Great Corund. So if you are trying to figure out how to get here, you guys can easily get here by going all the way. So if you start in Lumbridge, if you start out here in Lumbridge and you're new, or if you're starting out your account, what you can do is you can quickly start out here, make your way over here to this location, and take ship to the Great Corn, which is located in Port Sarim. So when you do this, you'll click on this icon, it'll take you here. Once you get here, you'll basically talk to the guy Bios, which is basically just right in the Port Sarim location. Talk to him if you want to do the client of Corund and get that started, and it'll give you a couple decent XP lamps to start out. And then, of course, when you come down here to Hosidius, you will notice that in order to actually use this location for the fruit stalls, you will need to come down here to the 0 task% area where you have to train plows. Make sure you have a hammer. That's all you need, because you're going to be pushing basically these plows back and forth, back and forth. Eventually they will break and you'll need to repair them. That'll give you crafting experience, and of course it'll give you farming experience along the way. So this is a great little spot to train. If you do plowing all the way from an Ironman or Ultimate or Hardcore, whichever one you're on, if you train like this, you can get all the way up to about 12 farming before you 100%, and you should get close to about 26 or 23, I believe it is, crafting experience. So the next thing is once you get to 15%, you can stop what you're doing and you can come right up here to this location and that I'm located at. You'll notice that there's a food shop here. Once you get to the center, you just want to go run to the east and then run up in here, and you'll notice inside this room, if you have the ability to thieve here, we just need to make sure that you have, of course, just make sure that you guys get to 25 in the fruit stall. Now, it's very, very, very simple to be able to do this. The method that I used when I first started out was I just came straight to Hosidius, and when you get here, just come up to one of these pickpocketers, pickpocket them 5 times. Once you do that 5 exact times, or excuse me, when I say 5 times, pickpocket them until you reach level 5. That's what I meant to say. Once you do that, then what is so great about this location is it already has a baker stall right here. And when you go to click on the baker stall, you can automatically use the baker stall location to grind all the way up. And so it's only level 5. So once you start doing that, you'll get all the way to 25 in like less than 15, 25 minutes. So it shouldn't take you more than 25, 30 minutes to get up to 25. And once you hit that, you don't have to use the fruit stall that's located out here, because as you can see, there are guard dogs and it's a lot harder to steal from this location because of the guard dogs. Yes, you can trap them and get them pinned, but I found out that instead of doing that, if you want to get a decent amount of experience at a faster rate per hour, the best location is to come over here to where these two magic trees are located and just simply come right here, shut the door, and then here you are. Now you have two fruit stalls that are perfectly lined up. All you have to do now is basically just run back and forth and just get your experience. Right now, you get about 28, 29 experience. And the beautiful thing about this spot is you can either choose to run back and forth or not run back and forth. You can just sit here because in 2 seconds, it's already back. So this spot is an average of about 40, it's roughly 39,800, but it roughly 40 some thousand experience per hour. So that will make it about anywhere between 390,000 or 300 and let's just say 380,000 to 400,000 experience every 10 hours if you were to sit here and just stay within this location, making this a very, very decent place to train. Now, this doesn't explain exactly the whole reason as to why I am bringing this up. The main reason for using this location is about run energy. You see, run energy is really hard to maintain because you're going to spend a lot of time running around the game. And when you run around the game all the time wearing heavy armor, wearing heavy stuff, notice right here my kg is at 17 kg. The heavier this is, the less run I have. And therefore, I burn up a lot more run energy at a faster pace. So, there's only one thing that I could think of about this location that is so wonderful. The fact that you can actually steal from the fruit stalls, it also grants you a strange fruit. For those of you that don't understand what a strange fruit is, it's basically given to you by a strange plant, which is just a random event that pops up every now and then. And then what happens is that you just go up to the plant when it's fully grown and then you pick it. And then once your run energy gets down to about, it'll restore basically, I'm not too entirely sure, but it's like 30 or 40% of your run or even 50% of your run. I would have to look that up. Okay. So the strange fruit, guys, can be eaten to cure poison and restores 30% of your run energy, making it potential substitute to energy potions and anti-poisons in situations where they are both needed. No hit points are restored upon eating the fruit, though. So, again, guys, this is very, 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 very useful for Ultimate Ironmans and Ironmans alike, because when you are running around the game, for me as an Ultimate, I don't have access to banking, so I really am limited to what I can carry. And it really is hard to get around the game when you are consistently running out of energy. And there's only really a number of things that you can do in the very beginning of the game, and right away, Herblore is not usually an option. If you are an Ultimate Ironman, Herblore is pretty much out of your reach, because in order to even train that skill and get to the ability to where you can get your hands on energy potions, which is level 26 already, I mean, for an Ultimate Ironman, that takes a little bit of time. First, you have to do a quest. There's a lot of running involved. Then you have to even get the ingredients that you need, which then you have to do Chaos Druids and basically things like that to get the leaves, the little herbs that you need to get. And then, of course, you still have no access to the bank. Then you have to run around the game and look for other ingredients and then get your vials where you have to actually make them because you can't buy it. I mean, you can buy them, but you would have to go to the shops to get them. And of course, you can't ever buy things that are under stock. So sometimes it's really difficult. So, and in many situations, it's not proper. It could be inefficient to do it this way. So what I found, which was very universal, or just something that's very awesome, is that if you come to Hosidius and you train here, you can use these very, very wonderful locations to just get these strange fruits. I've already gained about 5 of these. I have 3 right now, but I've gained about 5 of them total. And they are just really wonderful because if you are ever in a situation where you're going to be running around, maybe doing some questing, maybe doing a lot of running, maybe doing some clue scrolls, maybe doing just something where you're going to be spending a lot of time running, maybe you don't have the teleport runes like for me. I have a lot of runes, and when I go to my teleport spells, I'm at 55 magic, but I ran out of law runes, so I have no way to get around right now. The only possible solution is to run. So I just thought I would put together a quick guide for those individuals that are playing on Ironman and Hardcore Ironman and Ultimate Ironman for a great way to get around the game and keep that energy up at all given times. And I think that basically, guys, will conclude this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And then until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out. Game on, guys.